Hey, here's another training. Hopefully you guys like it. So today's training is going to be on how to retrieve, so if a caller is seeking to retrieve their certificate, well, this training will talk about how to find that resource and just some facts about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first is if a caller is seeking to retrieve, say, their birth certificate or or a death certificate, then those certificates are called are vital records. So basically, vital records are records of life events kept under governmental authority. That's going to include birth certificates, marriage licenses, separation agreements, divorce certificates, and again, death certificates as well. So the way to find this information is if you can just remember vital, that's it. I would suggest going ahead and writing this in your notebook or whatever you do to remember information. So if when you type in vital records, the need will pop up, and then you can go ahead and click search, and boom. So the two agencies that can provide this information is going to be the health department and then also Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV. I'm more familiar with VDH, but I know that you can go into DMV and retrieve these records. You can probably and you can also call them, right? But I know a little bit more about VDH than I do about DMV, so I'll talk more about that. So the first thing first is, how to get that information. So the caller can apply for their application in three ways. So the first way would be through mail. This is so basically a lot of, because of what's going on with COVID, it is taking a while. The current processing time is 8 weeks. So if you have somebody that perhaps needs this information faster, they may either want to do it either in person or online. And so if they do it online, VDH has partnered with an independent company called Vital Check, and Vital Check will actually have their information out much faster than mail. So the information will be out within 2 to 5 days, or be ready within 2 to 5 days. Just keep in mind there is a fee for even mail. There's a fee for everything, right? So if they are trying to get the information through, if they're going to get their information through Vital Check, it's going to be 11.95. If they need it certified, it's going to be 20.80. And if they do it by mail, if they want to do it by mail, I believe it's $12, so it's 5 cents cheaper to do it through Vital Check. There are some delivery options, so if the person wants this information sent out immediately through UPS Air or UPS Today, they do have that option. If they want it to be sent out regularly, like through UPS Postal, they also have that option, and there's no fee associated with this delivery option. However, there is still a fee charge. Just keep that in mind for the record itself. So let's see. So another condition for using this service or this system is that they must use credit card. So they can either phone in the request, or they can just, do it on vitalcheck.com. Again, that is a contracted service that VDH has contracted with. So the Vital Check is not on our in our database, but it is on VDH's website. All right. So if the person chooses to walk in, they will first have to determine whether or not the VDH in their area is open. So they'll need to go to Vital Records they'll need to go to VDH website and click on the Vital Record walk-in location tab and search that way. So Also, there is a frequently asked questions section, which I think would be very helpful. So we don't get these calls often, so it's very easy to forget this information. So if you have any questions, maybe the person is asking some questions that you can't necessarily answer, you can try this. You can try going on the VDH's website and looking at the frequently asked questions to seeing if any of these questions would answer that caller's need. Just keep in mind that VDH will only carry and DMV will only carry Virginia records. So if there is somebody that is looking for records outside of Virginia, then they will need to, they can actually go to the CDC website, and the CDC website will have a map. They can click on that map and they will provide them with the vital records department in that area. So that's pretty much it for this training. Again, and let me quickly just pull up the website so that you can see that it's pretty simple to navigate the VDH website. But again, so if you look on this website, you can do the online application form here. You can retrieve your application. You can track your application, which is really good, especially if the person chooses to do the mail option. I believe you can you can still track it online, but that's something that perhaps if the caller still wants to do it online, they'll need to call and verify if they can still track it online, if they choose the mail option. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for viewing. If you have any questions regarding this, regarding Vital Records, I will try to answer your questions as best as I can. Thank you, and have a good one.